They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Haynes. He breaks a tackle. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's got
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And that's the second time he's gotten to the quarterback following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas or Cornelius. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up, and I'll go get it. To track.
Open runway ahead. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Looking for room at the 40. He's off to the races. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied at 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to move the chains. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit.
Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good.
Looking to take a shot. And that pass intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice...
Sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, App State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks the tackle. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep him guessing, right? Running up the middle to keep him honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Marches ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Now they're going to throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover. Nice.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch. Touchdown Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. After the misfire, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Finds him out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man, and they convert. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, App State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hit. The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and
going downfield for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
On the move at the 30. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They take the lead with the 6.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed it for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Alabama!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. An 84-yard drive there, and he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about this? It's the strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You could tell, saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's going to pass on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires toward the end zone. It's complete. A huge pickup. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it.
He's loose. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point was good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Comes out throwing on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Now adjusting. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. Going to take a shot at this DB. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it, and they convert. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Feeling some heat. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Runs through a tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Mountaineers are flying down the field.
Let's go.
Wants to throw on first down. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down.
Set ready.
Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Cooler 18. 1-4 satellite. 1-4 second.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking the shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. Running toward the... Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He's going to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy...
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Looking for a deep man. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Alabama, 63. App State, 42.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch, called for and made. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that. But he's going for a big play downfield. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. He's got the back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They keep attacking through the air. He's going up top here late in the game and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. To the air on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Buying some time as he moves left. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Oh, this has disaster written all over it, and down he goes. A huge loss. I mean, that single play can flip the field. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces...
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception,
Trying to get behind the defense. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Few places are richer in tradition, more steep in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will kick it away first.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll try the right side. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going up top on first down. He lets it fly. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
That's a great job of the defense turning the page. You just gave up a big completion. You come right back here, you defend another shot down the field. That should hopefully give them a little bit of confidence.
They'll line up for a second down play. On the run, it's Blue. Trucks through the defender. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Power football with the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Buckeyes get the first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Slings it downfield. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Tackled, but he has a first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Unloads it left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the passer. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rush.
Going for the big play. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Stumbled to the ground. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Judkins. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes are on the move. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He'll pull it down. It's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there.
Makes the grab down the left side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To the air. It's Ewers. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking downfield, it's Howard. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down. You're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail. And
touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jet sweep to the receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. It's Howard. He wants to take the top off. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Intercepted by Texas. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
That's caught. It's Blue. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
They're going to throw it again. Getting some heat. They'll go with the quick touch pass. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. No, he just flat ran over it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texans!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take it.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Buckeyes will have it first and 10. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed block.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The corners are walked up tight. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. And quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's got great speed. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play.
Of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 35, Ohio State 29.
1st down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Grab near the marker. It's Bond. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Using the quick game. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
41, Ohio State 29.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying play action. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That keeps the score. Texas, 47. Ohio State, 29.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Advance on the football.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and